What are Average and AVERAGEX in Power BI? Average and AVERAGEX are both valuable tools in Power BI for calculating averages, but they serve different purposes and have varying performance and flexibility. Here's a breakdown to help you choose the right function. Average. This is the simpler function. It takes a single argument, which is the name of a numerical column in your data model. Average then calculates the average value of all the numbers in that column. It ignores text, logical values, true/false, and blank cells. It includes cells with a value of 0, while the AVERAGEX, this is a more advanced function, takes 2 arguments. The first argument is a table reference. The second argument is an expression that you want to evaluate for each row in the table. This expression can involve other columns from the table and calculations. AVERAGEX then calculates the average of the results obtained from evaluating the expression for each row in the table. In simpler terms, average is like finding the average of a single list of numbers. AVERAGEX is like performing a calculation on each item in a list and then finding the average of those calculated results. Now let's do a demonstration. Let's assume we have a table named Sales Data with the columns Sales and Region. We want to get the average and the AVERAGEX to compare the difference between the average and AVERAGEX. This DAX formula calculates the overall average sales across all products and regions. This DAX formula calculates the average sales per region, product, etc. Let's add some slicers. How about we add some filter function to AVERAGEX, and we will filter only the West region. This DAX formula calculates the average of West region only. Now let me explain the results. Average sales by region. This returns a single value, the average of all sales figures in that region. AVERAGEX sales by region. This returns a table with one row for each group, showing the average sales for each specific region. Average sales in West. This provides a focused insight into the average sales performance within the West region, isolated from the data of other regions due to filter context, as visible on the card visual. Now, let's explore their key differences. Use case. Average. Ideal for finding the overall average of a single numerical column. AVERAGEX. More versatile, it allows you to calculate averages based on specific conditions or after performing calculations on other columns. Performance. Average. Generally faster because it's a simpler calculation. When dealing with large datasets, average might be the preferred choice for performance reasons. AVERAGEX can be slower than average because it iterates through each row in the table specified and performs an additional calculation. The complexity of the expression within AVERAGEX can also impact performance. Flexibility. Average. Limited in its functionality. It can only calculate the average of a single column. AVERAGEX offers greater flexibility. It allows you to calculate averages based on filters applied elsewhere in your report. Perform calculations on other columns before finding the average. Group data by different categories before calculating the average. Use average for simple overall averages. Then use AVERAGEX when you need to calculate averages based on specific criteria or perform calculations before averaging. And consider performance implications, especially with large datasets, and choose the function that provides the balance of speed and functionality you need for your analysis.